Well, I think the High Court has to rule accordance with Australian domestic law, right? But you'll see that in Commonwealth law, if someone takes your property, they can't do it without fair compensation. Now, the Commonwealth has declined to pass an act where that applies to our states. So it is legal for states just to take your property. It may not be just, it may not be fair, but it is legal. But Australia is bound by international treaties and the free trade agreements. And certainly I would suggest that the decisions by the High Court, by the West Australian McGowan government, are contrary to those treaties. So we'll see what happens. We'd set up a mediation to sort all this out with the former Chief Justice of Western Australia, and Mark panicked. He didn't have much ticker. He went straight to an Act of Parliament and didn't let people talk to each other. And I've got a mediation set up with Mark McGowan in December in the Northern Territory. So obviously, George is better than War. I hope Mark thinks that's true. But he didn't want to talk. Didn't want to talk about it. Now, if it's true that there's billions of dollars that Western Australia actually owes me, that would only be because they've done some bad wrong to me. Courts don't order you get paid a lot of money unless somebody is in fault. The real question the press should ask is, what has Western Australia done illegally, and what have they done which causes so many damages? Because that's where the focus should be. I'm just a director of a company, and under the corporations law, I have to follow through our proper legal claims. Now, we had a High Court judge, Mr McHugh, in the two awards which McGowan cancelled, rule against the state, that they were wrong, that they'd done something very wrong which caused this amount of damages. Putting money and all that aside, what have they done? And what's the corruption that they're talking about? And why has their act have to exempt them all from the criminal law? The act they passed against me exempts public servants and ministers from the criminal law of Australia. It also prohibits any FOI applications by the press to find out what's going on. And it also means that I can't take any dispute according to the law to a court in Australia. That seems a bit of an overkill, doesn't it? They must be hiding something that they've done. The question is, what is it? That's what the public should know.
What would you do with up to $30 billion if you received it?
I might donate it to charity. I don't know what I'd do. I certainly don't believe that money is the most important thing in life, But if we could do anything to divert Mark McGowan from wasting taxpayers' money, you would do it and put it to better use for the people of Australia.